Right, relationships. We were talking about them already, this morning about our relationships and what they mean to us and what we find appealing in our mate and what sort of puts us on our edge with them. And when the feeling that my desire is to have the feeling that you experience when you continue with your life. So we're not going back to reality. This is reality. Here and now, this feeling, the energy, the shifting, the body tension and release, and the hunger and thirst and all of that, this is the reality. And so you are going to just continue this feeling when you get home. And so it can be a challenge oftentimes when our partners may or may not be on the same page, or maybe they're just sort of like, what the hell did you just do for a weekend? Or maybe they look at you and they're like, oh my gosh, you're glowing. What did you do this weekend? So no matter their approach to you, when you get back, the desire is continue to live in this state of being, in this state of feeling. And my desire for you is that you understand that the feeling, what you are feeling, the feeling in the room, the feeling in your body, this is the place of your heart. This is the place of your soul. This is the place that we are really good at speaking from. This is the place where we get to make decisions from in our life. Because this is the heart and this is the soul. Not the head. I don't want to talk about it. I know we need to talk about it, right? So the head and the mind and the business and store and strategy and marketing and blah, 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 blah. It's all about remembering this feeling, how you feel in your body now, how your skin feels different. And when you look outside, the trees are different. The wind is different. It's an awareness that you have, a knowingness that you have. Maybe it's an extra sense that you have. The energy of the trees, of the land, of each other, that sort of sparkle. And you may see a sparkle, even now or later, but it's that awareness of being in touch with your heart and soul. It's a direct connect. It's the landline, so to speak, of your heart. It's the landline that we get to refamiliarize ourselves with. So when you are home, it's all very familiar and it's very easy to be in routine, and it's lovely and it's comfortable and it's beautiful. But also remember the expanse that you feel now, the pushing out your boundaries here, right? When we get home, you get this feeling, when you're in your routine and you're in your everyday life, you have a tendency to just, you just do your routine, and that expansive feeling and that living on the edge feeling sort of dissipates and diminishes, and so my desire is to have you understand it doesn't have to, it doesn't need to, and that the possibility of it existing always is there. It may go in waves, but like we were talking about before, energetically, the feeling that we want to bring to our lives is that those intervals are of feeling, riding the good ride lasts longer. And then, our routine and our sort of humdrum is much shorter. So how do we do that? That's the age-old question. Anybody asks anyone about anything that they want to learn or do or keep going on is how do we do that? And there is no how. There is absolutely no how. It is being. It's feeling. It's feeling everything and not pushing anything away because it's too painful, it's too happy, it's too scary, it's too anything. It's being in your feelings in the moment and not being afraid to experience them whenever they come, however they come. And the more familiar you get with knowing you and knowing the you that experiences everything in your life and experiences all the feelings, and then you get really good at recognizing your own strength, because you're like, hey, I totally just took myself on and dealt with my own shit and was and I did it. And I feel really good, and I didn't fall into the rut of old routine. Hey, look at that. Awesome. And then you just do it again the next day. And whatever comes up, doing your best to be able to be the observer of those feelings and of those thoughts, and continuing to understand that you as a soul do not exist in your thoughts or are your thoughts. You are the observer. You are already whole. You are already complete. You already know what it is that you need to know to survive. I mean, we know that, right? We can survive if put in a pinch. We can do it. But our ego has a tendency to make us forget and second guess and go, well, yeah, but what about this? This is new and different. You don't know about this. And it's in those moments where you get to step back. You're like, all right, that's just a thought in the moment. My ego's trying to talk me out of my greatness. Because I am great, and you are great. And we're even better together. And so it's remembering that greatness, that feeling, that knowing, and understanding it's sustainable. So if you don't know that it's sustainable, or you don't feel that it's sustainable, or something that you can continue for longer periods of time, that's also my desire, is to create community and support for each other, and being available, and an email away, a phone call away, a Facebook message, however you want it to be, is being in community and being in support. That's very important to me, and I feel like that's so important to the world, is that, and we discussed it last night, that we look through our eyes and see souls. We look through our eyes and see energy. we look through our eyes and see love.